And we're broadcasting. And we're live! We're live! Hello, Internet world! Hello, I am me, your host, Anthony CDC. Welcome to a new season of Browsing. We're back. There's a new season of Looking, which was broadcast like an hour ago, so whatever. Don't worry about it. We're here. We're queerer than they are. And we're talking about what we've browsed in the past week on the Internet. My guest is the one, the only, Shane O'Neill of much fame. I mean, where do I start with broadcasting? And we're live.
Uh-oh, we got a feedback here, Paul.
Oh, I think I'm broadcasting on myself, on top of myself. Welcome to a new season of... Okay, I'm going to close that.
That felt very hackers, so that's okay.
A little echoing doesn't hurt. Where do I start? ShaneShane.net is where you can find her.
I haven't updated.
Right? That's still a good platform. I mean, you're on all the other platforms, but...
Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with my ShaneShane.net. I think I just keep fantasizing about having an intern, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But so until then...
I mean, you could announce that right now if you want to.
I need an intern. Unpaid, no credit.
Ladies.
And you won't learn anything, but you will run my website.
Are poppers included?
What do you think?
Let's see, what else? I mean, musician, video editor, video maker. I mean, lately she's been doing... I mean, I loved all your Christmas posts of, like, was it the Prostituta Snuggie?
Prostitutuggy, yeah.
Prostitutuggy, that's it, Prostitutuggy.
Oh, thank you. That was, believe it or not, that was several years in the making from a friend of mine who a long time ago was like, now that you're in New York, you probably just see nothing but prostitutes and druggies everywhere. I was like, all I see are prostitutuggies everywhere. Germ of that idea. I'm glad you liked it. That video was fun to do.
It was hilarious.
Oh man,
I loved it. Let's see, what else? Host of Fancy Parties.
Yes, we just had. We actually had a brush with death this weekend, Anthony.
What?
It was very scary. It's totally seriously.
Oh no.
Everyone's okay. Everyone is okay. But there's a brunch place that's across the street from my house, and that's the only place I ever encourage people to have brunch because it means I can just go across the street. So me, Matthew, and Timothy being the resident DJ, Timothy Allen at the Fancy Party, Matthew being sort of our like co-conspirator / bartender. So I was like, we need to revamp Fancy for 2015, so let's have like a fancy planning brunch. We're all supposed to meet at Giovanni's at noon on Saturday. So it was like 11:55, and I got a text from Matthew. He's like, I already have a table. And I was like, great. And then I was about to walk out the door, my sister called, and I don't get to talk to my sister on the phone very often, so I was like, fuck it. I'll be 5 or 10 minutes late. I just want to talk to my sister. And while I'm talking to my sister, I get a text from Matthew that says, a car just drove into the front of Giovanni's. And so I thought he was just being a cunt, being like, where are you? It's an emergency. So I was like, okay, Aaron. My sister, I was like, I guess I got to call you back. And then, no, I walked out, and there was a fucking car that had driven through the front of the restaurant across the street from my house.
Whoa, that's serious.
Totally scary. And, like, luckily there was no one seated where the car hit, and there were no servers and no customers. No one was hurt except for the driver, who I think still survived. But, yeah, like, in the middle of brunch, a fucking car plows in. So for those who think that brunch is some symptom of the bourgeois, let me just tell you, brunch can get deadly.
No one is safe.
Like that. No one is safe. Exactly. That's the moral.
Now, I mean, there's no drinking and driving, but there is drinking and brunching.
There's alcohol. That's. I think isn't that what separates brunch from not brunch is alcohol? Let's be real. Like, you can call breakfast, 2 o'clock breakfast is still breakfast, but I thought the whole point of brunch is, like, encouraging day drinking.
True.
Right? Well, I guess I had brunch today.
I mean, I had brunch today and I didn't drink because I wasn't in the mood, but
I
Oh.
have Bloody Marys after brunch.
Oh, okay.
Look at us. We're bourgeois pigs. I love it.
Oh,
I love
this
it.
clown and this drag queen up with her makeup on.
Man, I think I'm going to delete my
The
makeup.
world.
Oops.
Enthusiasm. Okay. Should we start with some links, I guess?
Yes.
Do you want to start or should I start?
I'd like you to start.
Oh, tradition. Tradition. I almost forgot tradition.
What's tradition?
The tradition is it's a marry, fuck, kill of Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Oh, God. Easy. Marry, Facebook, fuck, Instagram, kill Twitter.
Ooh.
I mean, I like Twitter for myself, but yeah, Facebook is really kind of my number one platform. Sorry about it. I know it's maybe the most problematic, but they're all problematic.
True.
I almost never browse my Twitter feed, but I browse my Facebook feed constantly and my Instagram feed regularly. But Twitter, I think, is kind of. I go to like individual comedians' Twitter, like Aparna Nancherla's Twitter is fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Klausner's is really good. But in general, I feel like Twitter, A, gets really confusing because of all the ampersands and side conversations and weird celebrity shout-outs. And B, it's just like, you have to be kind of clever to be able to put something worth reading that's 140 characters or less. Whereas on Facebook, anyone can put up a photo. Well, on Instagram, anyone can put up a beautiful photo. And on Facebook, anyone can just type a paragraph of their life and have it be interesting. So, maximum voyeurism, minimum irritation.
I mean, I like, of course, my medium is Facebook. Like, it's my thing. I mean, I find it always very hard to follow conversations on Twitter. Like, I feel like if you need, like, that storify thing that I see sometimes, like, news organizations use to, like, make an actual narrative of a Twitter, I'm like, there's something wrong there. Like, you can't follow the narrative.
Would you repeat that again?
Oh, sorry. I feel like on Twitter it's hard to follow narratives.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, I see, like, news organizations use this app called Storify that, like, allows you to categorize or, like, put together a bunch of tweets to create a narrative or like a story that's like chronological.
That's amazing.
But I feel like because you need that app to use to make like a sense of Twitter, that I think that's like the problem with it in general. It's like it's hard to follow something.
I just don't respond to it that hard. And then like, I mean, especially where you get like, for example, Alexis Blair Penny.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting things to say. But I think Twitter, it's just not the medium I want to read her shit in. It's too broken up, and I find it difficult to follow. And also just the fact that Twitter flame wars and so-called Twitter activism is already like buzzwords in our community. It's just like, wash your hands of that, girl. I think Twitter should only be used for like bon mots, just for like one-liners. That's like the use I have of that.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it's good for. I feel like it's good for like when I have like jokes or like witty things to say.
Amen, girl.
Amen.
And you know what? Most people don't have either of those which they should be sharing with the world. So that's why, in the grand scheme of it, kill Twitter.
Okay. So I'll do the first link.
Great.
My first link is this. I'll post it for our guests. Our one viewer. Hey, one viewer. Hey, girl. Hey. I'll post it to this little showcase app thing that's on the side. It looks like a bunch of tags on the side for you.
Do you know who's our sharer is?
I don't know. They're anonymous, so it could be anyone. It could be someone just from YouTube who stumbled upon us. It could be someone from our Facebooks. Maybe they'll like respond to one of our posts that we posted on our Facebook page and be like, "I'm the one watching right now."
Amazing.
I mean, that's what's amazing about this. We don't know. It could be anyone.
Amazing.
So there's this, I don't know if you can see this showcase thing.
Yeah, I just clicked on it.
Okay, so there's these 9 points to ponder on the parachuting. And it's like really just a great article that kind of is I feel like just kind of putting context to it. You know, it's like I feel like there was this, at least like when I was listening to it on the radio originally on like NPR, there was this seemed like this uproar of nationalism, not only from them but also like from America as being an ally of them. And for me, like I felt like over the last few years, I've become like disillusioned to Europe as this bastion of liberalism and stuff. That I'm like, I don't think they're as great as we have this picture in our liberal minds of them. So I felt like this article was just kind of putting some great context and was just like a very middle of the road, nuanced way to like think about what was happening and what has happened, you know, in France around like the attacks on Charlie Hebdo. So I just think I feel like in general I feel that there's sometimes I feel like because like France and a lot of European countries in general have this they're built for this nationalist idea where America is the opposite. It's this idea of a melting pot. So like I think, you know, when they talk about immigration, like they're talking more of the conversation we have in America about race. So like when they see immigration, they're more analogous to our conversations about race. And I feel like that sometimes gets mixed up in people who don't know much about France and stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like in general, Europe has this assimilation idea, like, you know, France wants you to be French. It doesn't say, like, don't stay being Tunisian or whatever. They want you to assimilate into French culture. And I feel like that's sometimes opposite of what America's about. And I feel like not enough people recognize that. So I felt like this was an article that resonated with the way I was feeling and not seeing, at least in the broader media immediately.
Yeah, I think I'm excited to read the article. I haven't really followed it as closely as I should. Just situations like this, I don't know. I don't have anything insightful to say about it, just because A, I'm not an expert on the culture, and B, basically,
I mean, I'm not either, but
yeah, it sounds like you're more informed than I am. They're just at the end of the day, I mean, all it does is make me so sad. So, I mean, it's like on many levels, on the levels of people's reactions and the loss of life and the threats to all of it. It's just a very complicated, sad issue. By the way, Johnny Sagan and Emma are the ones watching.
Oh, hello, Johnny Sagan and Emma.
Hi, Johnny Sagan and Emma.
Welcome.
Oh.
Okay. If you want to take the next link, if you have a link or something to share, a video or whatever.
John, well, is it okay to share porn on here?
Sure. I don't really care. It's not my
problem. But Johnny recommended a specific porn link that I should share. You know what, guys? Get at me privately if you'd like to see it. Do you have a description maybe of it? It's just FY as in fuck yeah, friendlyfire.com.
Okay.
Proceed at your own convenience and see what you get out of it.
Yum.
How do I show my link into the showcase thing?
Yeah, showcase thing. It says like add an item from a website.
Let's see. Isn't this fun? It's like you're my son and I'm your mom. And you're sharing me how to use the internet. Dusty, are we bothering you? Dusty just put on a song. Which means
sorry, Dusty.
I live here too, Anthony. Okay, so I just clicked the tag button, and now what do I do?
Then there should be like a little checkbox that says show item.
Show item. No. No, there isn't. No. No.
So you click the little tags and the thing came out on the side?
It's just like, I think your links. Wait a minute.
You can't, and there should be an add an item from a website, like a little box at the top. Maybe?
But there isn't.
There isn't?
There isn't.
Let me see.
I'm presenting to everyone. I can verbally give it to you, Anthony. Or wait, are you also on FB right now?
Yeah, I'm on FB. You can message me. This is live. This is how it goes down.
All right, I just sent you the link, girl, on FB. See,
Okay.
you know how hard that would be if we did together? So hard. So hard.
We are keeping it real here. We are keeping it real. There is no fancy producers behind this. We are keeping it real. We are messaging each other links. This is what this show is about. Okay, I'm adding it. Oh, what is
Does that mean once you add it, that the world will be able to do it as well?
Okay, let me hold on 1 second. Facebook was messing with my link.
I don't think my cat is appreciative of the.
Facebook is like adds all these stupid trackers to links now.
Trackers?
Yeah, like it like knows when you leave the website, it knows the website you went to, like when you switch links and stuff. Okay. So Gabrielle is now viewable.
Marvelous. This is you want to talk about a complicated issue. This woman, Gabrielle Chana, that's the pen name of Gail Cord Schuler, who's a woman who suffers from like pretty severe mental illness, paranoid delusions, and they're really intense and really, really sort of all-consuming. Like they're not a lot of like you interact with people who have like paranoid delusions, and they'll be kind of garbled, or that they'll seem sort of under the influence. She comes across as very lucid, but she's got these massive delusions that involve the guy who played Data on Star Trek and Vladimir Putin. And, well, I mean, you can just go to her website and see it. The part that's both terrifying and fascinating and, like, super unethical about the whole thing is also there are trolls out there who are perpetuating delusions for her. So there's horrific YouTube videos of her like having Google chats with people who are like messing with her, but pretending to be people who are confirming her delusions. I've been super sucked into this whole story for the last week. It's not a happy one. It's a really like dark like what are the limits of privacy and the internet, and what does it mean to get a cheap laugh at someone versus to look at their life, versus is there anything we can do as strangers to help them. But if nothing else, it's just like a very stark reminder of what what the implications of a free internet really are, which is be really scary and ugly, manipulative. Happy New Year!
So she also like, so this is her, so like she's founded her own church of herself, or?
Well, there is no real church, as I understand it.
Okay. It's like she founded her own religion in a way?
Yeah, she calls it the Church of Gail, and she talks about it as though it's an actual structure, but I don't think it really exists. There's also a lot of the mythology is about what she either calls a Pukaki or a Nukaki, which is what she claims is Jesuits have created a nuclear bomb that's going to send poop or semen like all over the Church of Gail and destroy it, but that she and the actor who plays Data have like diffused it with their prayer and spiritual practices. And I mean, she's a sick woman. Like, she's a woman who's suffering, but the delusions are very intricate, and really there's just a lot of media out there, and I just find it really disturbing that there's also people out there who are like perpetuating with her seemingly just for sport.
Yeah, people are just trolling her.
Right, but it's not. It's a very interesting case. I suggest the time with it. If you're interested in internet culture, it's sort of like a really dark corridor of it.
I never seen this before. How did you stumble upon this?
I think it was. I think it was a suggested video. I'm a big fan of the subreddits Deep Into YouTube.
Ooh.
Not Tim and Eric. Deep Into YouTube is really good.
So just r/Deep Into YouTube?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think it came up as a suggested video, and I just got really enraptured with it. The first video I think I saw was her being like, Red alert! Red alert! The Church of Gail needs your help. We're under attack right now. I've already talked to Vladimir Putin about it, but the Pukaki is about to go off. It's about to go off. We need your help right now, so everyone needs to pray right now.
Mm-hmm.
it's very compelling and very sad and intense.
I can see why it would be very intense.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, there's what like there's this like I mean this is taking it out of context, I guess, but the conspiracy law that's like pentagram and then a swastika in the middle.
yeah, she really mixes her symbols and her she there's just a whole lot. It's sort of like if you put like the Da Vinci Code and Illuminati conspiracy and then just sort of like fan fiction into like a blender and just like mix it all together, and that's sort of where she's at, where it's like elements of like like the Jesuit conspiracy, which there are conspiracy theorists who have, and then just like generalized paranoid delusions of grandeur and persecution, but then it's all filtered through Christianity. Oh, and there's also like a sexual component to it, where she talks about how like Vladimir Putin's her lover, and he has this like 18-inch penis that she's obsessed with. Actually, there's a link.
I'm sorry, that's.
Well, this is the thing, is that it's parts of it are really fucking funny.
Yeah, but like as you say, like she has this mental illness, so like, there's this line to walk of like how much empathy you should have, and then how much is it just like this shit's on the internet, like
No, it's provocative, It's actually here. Let me. Is it now? If I click on YouTube, can I share a YouTube video with the nice people?
Yes, you click the YouTube app.
Let me. Jeez. Jeez. Here's the YouTube app. Accept that.
And you go to add to videos to playlist, and then you can just search or paste the video URL, and it will play it for us.
Okay. Put add videos to playlist. Okay, got it. So this is a storyboard that this is an excerpt of a storyboard that Gail Cord made of a video of a movie she wants to make. Do you want to play it for like a minute or two?
Sure.
So, as I understand it, these are drawings that she has made of a storyboard from a movie that she wants to make that's based on a full-length novel. She has book novels available on Amazon that she's self-published as well.
Oh.
And this is an adaptation of one of those novels. And yeah, let's have a look.
Okie dokie.
He had never been near the Southern California sun before making love to him. He looked about and saw no sign of Lori. Once he parked his car, he phoned his friend and co-star LeVar Burton from inside his car. Hey, Brent, what's going on with you and Lori? Brent wailed on the phone for at least a minute. Give me time to get myself together. Hey, what I'm about to tell you remains
Okay.
Yeah. So I think you get the idea.
Very Ken Burns.
Well, and I think one of the weird things about that is just that I don't think that's Gail's voice. Like, I think she got.
I was gonna ask, is that Gail's voice?
No, it's not. I think she like hired an actress to read it or something.
Oh, wow.
That's not her. That's not Gail Cord's voice. So that's some other woman who's participating.
So she's invested. Like, she's invested in this enterprise.
Yeah, and she also, I think she makes reference to the fact that she works full time. So I think she like maintains a job. I think she's in Florida. It's all a fascinating story.
All from Florida. I mean, is Florida a surprise to anyone in this?
Oh, I feel like Florida and Maryland are sort of like the two new frontiers of America. I feel like all the strange things in the States are coming out of Florida and Maryland these days.
Doesn't like Baltimore have like a Strange Things museum or something?
I'm sure it does.
I think so. I think I heard that from someone. I feel like I heard it on some podcast somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a happier link? I need a palate cleanser. That was
I do. My link is from, actually, I saw from you. So this shall hopefully bring us up.
Yeah.
And this is a little video of this.
I'm saying
I would die if Kathy Majimi made out with me.
of my work. I'm sorry. I'm a huge fan of her work.
Alex, are you pumped for season 4?
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun season. There's a lot of surprises.
Me too. Many people have compared you to a young Woody Allen. Who's your Soon Yi?
Well, I don't really,
Jemima, Gabby,
Hi.
where's your pass?
This is the best. This is the best. She's like willing to go there.
I must have dropped it on the way in.
Thank you so much, Gabby.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jemima. Hey, what's up?
I'm just mine.
It's fun to laugh with a new friend.
Yeah,
Jemima, what's your favorite part about season 4?
I just like how we'll go.
Just articulate, because you're from a different place, and so you're probably gonna have trouble. Jemima, can we get a picture together?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 1, 2. No, don't do the gun. I call gun, and so you need to do either the karate hands or the walkie-talkie. Okay, ready? Okay, yeah, no, do that. Ready? And 1, it's too far from your mouth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, no. That's that. You guys saw it here first. Jemima.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
I mean, excellent work from Miss John Early.
I am such a fan of that one.
It is. I love like awkward red carpets. It kind of always like I love awkward shows. Like, have you seen what was that show from like the co-writer of the British Office, that tall, lanky guy?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, it's like one of the most like awkwardly wrenching comedies ever. Like I was literally crawling up in a ball because I just couldn't like stand how awkward I would feel in those situations.
That's
It was,
magnificent.
yeah. I think John Early like is like sometimes very up there in these awkward, funny situations.
He is.
And also like making out Kathy Najimy is a dream of I think everyone.
I ran into Kathy Najimy outside of Joe's Pub once.
Really?
I didn't recognize her. Well, Dusty was talking to her, and I was like, that woman looks just like that. That was her. John Early and I are in a web series together.
Oh yes, is that the thing you were doing with Jill upstate? I remember seeing some Instagram thing.
Jill Conpangallo sort of had the brainchild behind it. And it's like an improvised web series called Find Your Main Thing that is going to debut, I believe, February 14th.
There's a website for it now, right?
FindYourMainThing.com.
Okay, let me share that with the good people of the world. Good people who watch these shows at 11:30 at night on a Sunday.
Do we have any more watchers besides Johnny Sagan?
I feel like it says 0 now. I think we lost our watchers.
That's all right. You're all I need, Anthony.
We're all each other need right here.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Skidisi, Skidazy. Like at this point, as I'm now rhyming, it doesn't faze me.
What do you identify as primarily?
What I identify my last name as?
Is that what you'd prefer, Skidisi?
I mean, that's what my mom says, but then my dad's side of the family, which is the name which it is from, pronounce it Skidis.
Fuck.
And then people who are like, no, I'm Italian, are like, your name is Scudesi, and I'm like, okay.
And you're like, shut up and get me some mozzarella.
Yes. So I mean, I don't know. At this point, I'm not very married to my Italian heritage, so it doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I should take on like a new name. Who knows?
Like what?
I don't know. I don't have a name yet. I don't know. I still don't even like. I even made up like a fake drag name, and I don't even use it when I do drag.
What is it?
Boring Quen.
Boring Quen?
Boring Quen, because I'm a boring queen. It's also the name of a street and a funeral home.
Well, doesn't it mean Puerto Rican?
I don't know.
I believe that's what it is.
Oh, I've crossed over.
Borinquen means like Puerto Rican.
Oh, maybe.
So it's I think it's nice to shed some confusion into your ethnic heritage. So I
feel like I was just talking about this earlier tonight. That like people always like now ask me with my long hair like what ethnicity I am, and I'm like, it's weird for me because not until I grew my hair out was it a question. Like people just kind of knew like that I was at least just like white.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I don't know. It feels weird for me because I'm also like I don't want to portray that as I don't want to be ambiguous.
You don't feel like ambiguous?
I feel like it's betraying because I feel like that's not my lived experience. It's not like my lived experience to how I grew up of like feeling like I was some kind of ethnic outcast. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Where it's like someone who is still and has always been like ethnically ambiguous has gone through this weird identity crisis, or maybe hasn't, but sometimes has like identity crisis of like who they are and stuff like that. And I feel like that's just not kind of fair for me to like. I mean, obviously I have no control of it, but like to like continue that narrative of like that I'm like some kind of mixed gender or I mean mixed ethnicity when I'm just like I'm just Italian. That's all I am. 100% Italian.
I see.
That's my thing.
That's very conscientious of you.
Yeah.
You're a conscientious guy.
Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this dot effect.
Thank you.
It reminds me of my little like online avatar in this new video game I'm playing with my roommate.
What game is that?
Destiny.
Is it good?
It's like a shooter game. I don't know. It's not really up my alley. I'm more about like killing demons and shit.
What's your how much gaming do you do?
Not as much as I used to. Like I was like used to be completely consumed with like. Do you ever heard of Diablo?
Yeah.
I like literally almost failed a math class in middle school, an advanced math class that I got into. I almost failed out of it because I was playing video games so much. My mom took away like my keyboard and like my mouse. Like it was bad.
It sounds like shit got real. That's what you're
It
saying.
got real. Like I was spending money on virtual items like that I earned from my job. Like girl, it got real.
Yes. Yes.
But I did also pretend to be a female while playing my game.
Oh, isn't that important? You know how Vice does those ABCs of what have you?
Oh yeah.
And Vice has, whatever. Vice has its own issues. But I remember for P, they always do like whatever it is, and then they give runners up. And one of the ones for P and the ABCs of being gay was playing the girl in video games.
I feel like I don't know. Do you play video games much?
No, but whenever I do, I mean, honestly, the only video game I've ever really liked was Mortal Kombat. I was always like, hey, bitch, I'm Alina. I'm definitely Katana.
Oh, yes. I mean, even my avatar in this Destiny game is female. And my tag for PlayStation Network is, I was obsessed for a while with Total Flounce as, like, my name for things. Like, it was, like, my scruff name. I feel like it was a good dichotomy of, like, Total, which is, like, Total Top, and Flounce, which is just femi. Total Flounce.
Total Flounce.
So, like, hit me up, viewers, if you want to play with me on PlayStation Network. I'm Total Flounce.
Total Flounce. I think you're the total package, Anthony.
Oh, so are you, Miss Shane. Ooh, I like these eyes going on.
Look at how surprised I am.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me share another uplifting link.
Yeah, let's go out on a high note.
I'll send it to you. This is maybe the most important link that people will ever experience.
Okay. This is a big link, everybody. A big link. Okay. Da, 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 da. It's loading. It's loading. Okay. Let me post it, and then we'll discuss. Okay. Okay, it's loading, loading, loading. Okay, item is shown. Okay. So what is the Quaker Factory?
Quacker Factory.
Quacker Factory.
Quacker Factory. So Quacker Factory is a QVC-based brand founded by Jean Weiss of Ripon, Wisconsin. Jean was a housewife until her 40s, I think she was 40 years old, when her husband had an unexpected heart attack, which left her with 3 kids to raise alone in Wisconsin. Simultaneously, her best friend was getting divorced at the time. And they were like, let's go into business together, and started hand-making hand-painted festive sweaters with the stated goal of making women feel better about themselves. They started at Jean's store in Wisconsin, which is called The Silent Woman, so, because she said the only time a woman is silent is when she's shopping. And then they moved to Florida and won a contest to be on QVC, and with her festive, fun, applique sweaters, has created a $50 million company called Quacker Factory. She's also written 2 books. One is called The Rubber Duck Principle, which I've had to read. She's also written The Pull Yourself Up by Your Bra Straps, which is like her memoir. I'm just super duper obsessed with her and her company, and whatever makes you have fun in your daily life, especially if you're a large woman from Wisconsin. Oh, fun fact too, her signature look, if you scroll back up a little bit, Jean Weiss, there she is with the red. Yeah. There she is. She passed away, sadly.
Aww.
3 years ago, but she always wore a one of those headbands, like she's wearing like a sequined headband. And someone asked her why, and she was like, well, it used to be at the store, they would be like, which one do you want to talk to? And if they were looking for me, they would just say, the fat one. She was like, but if I started wearing a sparkly headband, then they could say, The one with the sparkly headband.
Oh, that's great.
I know.
It's like totally flipping the script on it.
It became her signature look,
Yeah.
and I highly recommend getting a copy of Pull Yourself Up by Your Bootstraps, which is pretty amazing in general, and specifically has this really interesting. I'm very attached to like the character of Wisconsin. Even though I wasn't born there, I lived there for a long time, and I think it's a really wonderful place. Mm-hmm. And she has a really great story about a lesbian couple that lived nearby her, and she never explicitly calls them lesbians or makes a big deal out of it, but just like speaks very warmly about them and is very validating of their relationship. And I sort of feel like if you want a taste of what like the progressive spirit of Wisconsin looks like in like the everyday, I would recommend you pick up a copy of Pull Yourself Up by Your Bootstraps. It's like goofy and bawdy and sweet, and it's not heavy reading. But in the meantime, just enjoy the Quacker Factory's website with its heavy use of Comic Sans.
Oh, here it is. Pull Yourself Up by Your Bootstraps. It feels like something that like my mom would like. My mom would love this book, I think.
Exactly.
Which means I would probably like it too, because me and my mom share some tastes.
What was the last book your mom read together?
I don't know if there's anything we ever actually read together, actually, but I feel like she'll share something with me. Like she like I don't know. She gets like my taste sometimes, and like she's very like my mom's just like a very much like a go-getter like Brooklyn woman. Like she's just like loud and like I don't know. She's just I don't know. She's a ball, and I feel like and she's always talking about her bra straps and how they always annoy her. And I feel like
sounds like her kind of book.
Yeah, it feels like a book that's like her thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever bought like a sweater from them?
Not personally, but Dusty has several.
Oh, he does. Oh.
This is how I learned about it in the first place, was via Dusty and Glenn Marlowe. Glenn Marlowe's also a big fan of Quacker Factory.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, highly recommended.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm back.
Welcome back, all.
I guess we both shared some links. I think that's a good way to go out. We're going out on a very positive note.
Quacker Factory, baby.
Quacker Factory, pull yourself up by your own bra straps, which is a great thing for like the beginning of 2015. If you're looking for a change in your life or like how to find that change, I think is that book probably a good way.
Great place to start.
Great place to start.
Great place to start.
So thank you, Shane.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony.
On the way out, you can promo anything you'd like.
I'm pleased to announce BoobTube Tuesdays, a new monthly party going with Amber Martin DJing, as well as Chill Pengalo and Earl Dax. And every month we get together at Jerome's on the Lower East Side and share some of our favorite video clips, and we get guests every month to share some of theirs, and it's very cute. So, first Tuesday of every month, February 3rd is the next one. Jerome, 9 o'clock p.m.
I was very tempted to go, but then like I just got stuck at work. But I feel like if you like this show, which is basically us sharing things, is you're gonna like BoobTube Tuesdays, because that's just sharing video.
It's homey and it's lovely. It's very cute.
Yeah. So they can get at you at shaneshane.net.
Shaneshane.net. My Twitter is Shane Island. My Instagram is Shane Island.
Mm-hmm.
So go for it, girl.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for being the premier guest on season 2 of Browsing.
It is an honor and a pleasure, Anthony. I think you're just a lovely gentleman.
Yeah. And as always, keep browsing, everybody. Keep browsing. A life not browsed is a life not lived. Right?
Amen. Amen.
Okay, good night. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have sleep well. Hopefully we keep Dusty awake.